Mike Jones with iHeartRadio, and I'm joined today by Ben, Jasper, Attila, Quarters of Change. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, how's it going?
Guys, we got a lot to talk about. Really excited to get to know you, what you're all about. And I want to start with location. I want to start with New York because I'm sure you know the legacy of your city, of the Ramones, of the Beastie Boys, of the Strokes, of the Talking Heads, Kiss, just to name a few of the bands. Do you guys feel that weight of New York when you're thinking, all right, we want to be the next breakout band from here? We've got quite a legacy to live up to. I mean, does that come into your mind when you guys are thinking about music and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for at least me and Jasper here, but like my birth father grew up in the scene. You know, he wrote for like the Blue Oyster Cult, and he went to Stony Brook and big like Brooklyn guy. And he never really like made it in like music. But like, we look to like New York City rock is like foundational. Like he just having like those songs, he died when I was 3. So just having those songs like to listen to really as like a personal journey for me and for like New York City rock, I feel like.
Yeah, my dad constantly talks about how killer like the Talking Heads were at CBGBs and stuff like that. So, and it's inspiring, but also like kind of the bar is like all the way up here.
It's like we got this. We have so much to live up to here, but you know what? You boys work hard. I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be okay doing it.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's a little sad that we can't necessarily like. I don't know. We're very nostalgic for that era. It's sad that we can't play at like CBGB and like a bunch of our like favorite venues, even like from when we were growing up, are all like closed now. And
we've hit some like bitter end.
Classic, yeah, we will. Started.
Shout out bitter end.
Shout out Dan Casio.
It's always like in the past things seem like, oh man, I wish we could have been born like 20 years before and we could have started this thing. Then I feel like the Strokes are a perfect example of that. Like they're great and all, but they would have been even bigger had they started like 20 years before,
Totally.
Yeah, you also got to think about though what people will be saying in 20 years. What they might be saying about Webster and Irving and things like that.
That's true. Yeah. That's at Bowery Ballroom and all those places.
Yeah.
When and I was definitely, guys, since I mentioned the Beastie Boys, you just put out the new video for T-Love not too long ago, and I definitely felt the Beastie Boys vibes when you're on the streets, you got your suits on and the shades and everything. Like I could feel you were channeling that energy for sure in the video.
Yeah, no sleep till Brooklyn.
Yes, exactly.
no sleep till Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When you guys were filming that, it can't be easy to film a video on the streets of New York. Did you get the proper permits? Did you get the proper permits, or was this kind of
It was easier than you would have thought. We started in Wall Street and we went to Exchange Place, which is like the one street I know down there that usually has like no traffic. And it made sense because so many iconic movie scenes have been shot on that street. So van parked perfectly. There was like no traffic. Maybe we had to like stop and redo it one time, I think. But
it
was easy.
A couple of cops walked by and we got like really freaked out. But then they were like, "Oh, nice! This looks cool."
Yeah, we like set up the drum kit. We had like a little set outside. We actually ended up getting like. So we filmed the music video and then we posted like a clip of it to TikTok and it went like semi-viral, but it went viral enough that like when we were filming it, people on the street were just like taking videos.
Yeah.
And we ended up like, they found us like through the TikTok and sent us like behind the scenes footage.
So we got a video from like 30 stories up. It was so sick. Like someone was filming us and they sent it to us or something. Like, it was really cool.
That's so like you wouldn't expect to have that instantaneous, like literally while we're doing it, people are watching you all around. That's so crazy that things like that happen now.
No, it was really sick.
It was very much a roll in, roll out situation though.
Yeah.
Get the footage, get out, go to the new place. So I didn't want to get bogged down.
How long did it take you to do the stuff on the streets? Because I'm guessing if you're saying roll in, roll out, we're like under an hour.
Like that would,
3 hours. Pretty quick. We were out of there.
I think it was like probably like
maybe
we shot the whole video in 8 hours.
That whole first shot is like one really long shot, and it was extremely
Yeah.
difficult to get.
Yeah, but the drums is the only stuff you'll get in trouble for. We did that probably in like 30 collective minutes.
Yeah. And then we put it back in the band.
In all honesty, I think there have been a lot weirder things on the streets of New York City than a couple guys with a drum kit and some shades and suits.
Yeah.
I think the streets made it passable.
I think
exactly.
like the other reason that, we've just seen we all grew up here, so we've just seen, I don't know, like I feel like I've seen everything to the point where I'm just so not embarrassed on these streets at all, because I'm just like yeah, I know, like maybe like sometimes I even like sing like the words out loud and I'm just like walking feeling it, but it's just because I've seen like so much like disgusting shit. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, there's always crazy stuff going on. We'll keep it PG. We don't want
to. Yeah, sorry.
You guys could be filming your video down on Wall Street, 3 streets over. Someone could be naked running through a fountain, taking their bath, whatever. It's New York. It happens. It happens.
100th time I've seen that.
And then the other part of the video too, guys, like you're in a warehouse. Was that still in the city, or did you go out somewhere else for that?
That was Brooklyn.
Yeah,
we did everything in the city.
Yeah. We just probably drove 20 minutes in the van, found like kind of an abandoned parking lot, semi-abandoned parking lot, and just we were able to post up there.
Yeah,
and no one bothered us.
No one bothered us.
Which was awesome.
We ordered takeout to the location. Which is featured in the music video.
We got a little hungry.
Yeah.
You're like, Chinese food. Who here in this abandoned warehouse ordered up? Who's
It was like the general vicinity.
But something that I think is kind of interesting to note, at least from the Tila video, is like, and we love, like, our label is awesome and amazing, and they were trying to, at first, for like the first 2 videos we shot with them, they were really trying to partner us with just like other like production companies and stuff. But we were able to we submitted to them basically our own idea for like a music video, and they okayed it, and they gave us like a little bit of a budget to go shoot it and give them the product. And we have our own creative director.
He's right below us.
Yeah,
grinding on our next video, which we're shooting tomorrow.
Yeah, we went to high school with him. He's like a best friend, so it's like it really is amazing that we get to like now really show our image in like our own way.
Yeah, no, we're proud of being like all in-house on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Was that something you guys had thought of at first when, of course with bands, it starts with the songs, but then it's like, well, we got to also represent ourselves in the videos and everything. So when you write songs now, do those ideas come to your head? Like, okay, want to do this with the song. Maybe this part would look cool with this. Like while you're making guitar riff, while you're writing lyrics, stuff like that, does that all come into play all at once?
It usually starts like broader, I would say. Like sometimes for a lot of these songs, I feel like we start with like a color. It's like this one tomorrow that we're filming, we all agree is like red.
Very red.
And then from red, something will come up like 80s, and then like leather, and then from there the idea just sort of forms.
But for like at least like lyric writing and stuff, it's interesting. The Matt Schultz, the lead singer of Cage the Elephant, he was talking about how he sort of draws out a picture and then sort of writes from that picture. So I always thought that was like an interesting technique when I was really trying to like figure out how to like find my voice in the writing process. So there is always that like a little bit of an image that I drew out and then like started from. So yeah, they're all tied to like images and associations and stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Guys, tell me about Mr. Wallace. You did the closing song for Race, Bubba Wallace. It's this cool documentary on Netflix. How does it happen that you get involved in this? Because it's a big project. So tell me what got Quarters of Change involved in all this.
Well, 300 produced the documentary.
Oh, your record. So the company did it all and you guys are a part of them.
No. Okay. The company came to us and they said, hey, like we're starting a film studio and we're looking for some, songs to credit in it. Would you guys like, here's sort of, this is like what we're looking for. If you like, feel free to submit. Jonah came to us with that. And that was like a super dope opportunity that we were like really stumped for a second. Because we were like NASCAR, like, like none of us had really had a background.
We started writing some like hair metal.
Yeah, we thought maybe that's what it would be. But then we kind of like, we took like a second and thought about it and just were like, okay, like if we're submitting for this, like, and it's literally a biopic or a documentary, like why not write it about the star? Like why not try to highlight the star there and give him sort of like his own personal like theme song? And so that from there, like that's where I started writing, did some like, did my background on him. Amazing dude, a musician himself.
He's like
a
drummer.
Sick drummer. Yeah.
Yeah, we figured if we named it Mr. Wallace, we had to win.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and so we ended up submitting it. They loved it. The producers loved it, and they decided to luckily put it in there as the end credits song.
Yeah, very blessed and like kind of a unique situation for us.
Yeah,
for us.
One day we're not on Netflix, the other day we're on Netflix.
Yeah, it's cool.
Do they tell you, like, that has to be a different experience to write music for a show or a movie, because with video, there's of course that set time. Did they tell you it's got to be 3.5 minutes, or it needs to have this tone, or they were just like, do your thing, guys?
We're just
they said, like submit whatever you want, and like we'll see what we think. And I took it as a personal challenge, because I thought like a lot of like basically all of our writing is like personal diary, personal letter stuff that I'm just trying to like get off my chest. But I found this as like a unique opportunity to like step outside my own personal comfort zone, because I don't know, we're like musicians first and foremost, so any musical challenge is like something fun.
Right. Yeah, it was a super
try
fun,
to accept it with like open arms.
Process.
The only thing we got was like the rest of the songs that were already featured.
Yeah.
And it was
nothing
like Motley Crue.
No. I don't know why
like
we
Jack
thought
Harlow.
that. And then like Kodak Black. And we're like, okay, maybe we should go more contemporary. So, yeah, it ended up.
It's not the big throwdown you guys thought it might be at first. It's like, oh, okay, we're a different vibe here.
Yeah.
And you did you guys get to meet Bubba after doing that and everything? Like, have you hung out with him at all? Is he going to play drums for you?
I mean, open invitation. You heard it here first. Bubba Wallace, if you're out there, please come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys need to be there, and while he's racing around the track, you play the song in the middle of an infield at some track somewhere. That would be a cool idea.
Talk about the moment that we knew it was perfect for the racing movie.
Oh yeah. So our Amius, our creative director we were talking about before, he on one of the earlier drafts of the song, he was messing around in Premiere, and I don't know how he came to this, but he took the end scene from Cars, the Pixar movie, and played Bubba Wallace under it. And it was like lining up to like every.
It was perfect.
It was hilarious.
It was like so epic. And we were just like, we were like, damn, we want this works.
This is perfect.
Well, I mean, hey, if anyone from Disney's watching, Quarters of Change wouldn't mind having some conversations here. If you guys want to talk Pixar, tell me about your first album, boys. Is this true that you hid out in your school to record this? Like you were ducking security and cameras and everything else? Is this a true story?
God. It unfortunately there was a lot of pee in bottles and some drastic measures that had to be taken.
Yeah.
But it was great fun.
Yeah.
Like, still sounds horrible.
It still sounds like shit, but yeah.
It's okay. We first attempt. It's all right. You were breaking and entering. What do you expect? You did the best you could.
Yeah. But what's cool is it does literally sound like we played it in a classroom. It's like we did.
We did. Yeah.
And like it's pretty like true to like the time.
Yeah.
No, it was a great time. It's where we really learned how to do everything.
Yeah. It was more of a purist time, I would say. Like that age, especially like my own personal thoughts on like how music needed to be made at that point was like it all needs to be natural, nothing like touching it, like we need to like play every single part, and like it was I love it, but it was a little bit closed-minded, I thought.
That's how it's going to be on your first record.
It's a learning experience, guys, and you take that and you grow from it. And now actually that leads me to this, because you guys have been putting out, what's it been, a song every month now with Kiwi. T-Love, Jaded. Is that the plan leading up to the album? One new song every month until you put it out?
Yeah.
much,
I mean, we
yeah.
had we worked really, really hard to get to the point where we were getting considered by like labels, basically. And once we got the opportunity, we had a whole album ready to go that we had recorded DIY, and we were really into it. We ended up saving like 5 songs from that album and put it on like the New Hour EP. And we actually saved 6, because then we have 2 on the actual record that's going to be put out.
We ditched the rest.
Yeah,
The
we
rest
ditched,
is
yeah,
garbage,
throughout the
yeah.
rest. And yeah, so we had this like plan not all along, but like for a while, of how we were going to finally, like when we hit our stride, put out like a string of like at least what we thought would be semi-undeniable records.
Totally. Yeah, but
we're getting close now.
The body of work in the format of an album is definitely like very important to us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to just drop a bunch of random singles that have nothing to do with each other.
But we definitely understand that, like, in this day and age, sort of, you really need to build attention for when you drop the album, because if you drop it like too early, like there's like 50,000 songs coming out every single day. Like people like are like, who's going to pay attention to, like, you know, like rock isn't in like the foreground as it once was, you know?
Yeah.
So like trying to build as much hype to get as much attention for when we finally are able to release the album.
Yeah.
But it's also just as important, like you guys were saying about like very conscientious, very thoughtful about the album as a whole. It's now you have to blend the single and the next single and the next single, but then as the whole picture too, you know. And actually I feel like bands are coming back to the whole album as opposed to just here's the one song, you know. That's more of the important thing again.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we actually, to that point, I think we probably switched around the order and which singles we were going to choose probably like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're
T-Love-
still
T-Love originally was not going to be a single.
Yeah.
And
Now that
that
I was
was the
like, it needs to
second one.
be. I was like, trust me on this one.
Yeah.
That's
it
a
was.
single.
Yeah.
Is the album done now, guys? Is it recorded, ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
still getting
Yeah.
mixed.
Still getting
we have
mixed
like
and
one
mastered.
more song to get mixed, and then like 8 to get, or 7
Mastered.
7 to get.
But it's pretty much, I mean, you're pretty much there at this point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No.
that's like the easy part.
Yeah. It's written and
It's been
recorded.
a year-long project.
Well, yeah, I mean, consider if we started from the inception of the earliest song that's on the album, it's been like 2 years, 2.5.
Yeah.
Which is so interesting to me, because like, you know, when you're starting as a musician, and like even with the first album, it's sort of like, all right, it's written, let's record it, and then like as early as possible, let's drop it.
Yeah.
And sort of like as we've moved on, like the date from the inception of like writing it to like when it's dropped is drastic. And like, you know, I feel like I'm
more attention to the intentionality of everything.
Yeah, and also I feel like as a pretty emotional writer myself, like I end up looking back to like being like, damn, like that's not how I feel right now at all. Since, you know, you drop it 2 years later, and these are like pretty formative years, I guess, of our life.
Yeah.
And that's like a real interesting thing, is, you know, you get your own personal regrets.
Yeah.
I imagine, gentlemen, that being in a band, it's pretty fun. You get to have a good time doing your job, but also it has to kill you to wait on things, because that's one of the things that it's, all right, we did all this stuff. Now we got to wait. And it's the business model, and it's part of the deal. And that's how it is. But it has to be so frustrating to hear that 4-letter word, that WAIT. It would kill me to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
forget
over
about
it.
the records, the touring.
Yeah.
The touring is really like first and foremost what we like want to be doing.
Yeah.
Which
We
is
definitely believe that's like our asset as a band, is our live element. It's where it all started.
Yeah.
That's our thing for sure.
I looked on your website. I didn't see any dates yet. Some are coming real soon, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bowery Ballroom, we have a tentative hold in July. Then we're going out to LA, Chicago, and we really want to do Texas, but that right now is up in the air. I want to hit both like Dallas, Houston, Austin.
Try to do that not in July, though, because it's 1,000 degrees everywhere you
Yeah.
Maybe save that for October, for later on this year. No, but that's cool. Do you guys like, have you had conversations with other bands you want to go on the road with? Is that all happening, or will that be one step at a time? Let's go here and then here and then, all that.
Yeah, we've had a couple of people reach out to ask to do support, or for us to like do support for them. And guys, hey, other bands, we love you. Come here, play with us. Let's do something.
We're nice people.
I swear to God.
Now, we had you guys, you did the iHeartRadio backstage segment with Emily Curl, which was a lot of fun seeing you guys. Where was that at, by the way? Where did
that was at Irving?
That was Irving. Okay. Now, that looked like a pretty nice backstage. Now, I want to turn this around. Tell me some bad backstage stories. Like, have you guys gotten dressed in a closet, or have there been any horror stories? You don't have to name the place, but if there's any good, bad stories, I want to hear those.
I will say, I think my favorite was in our high school before Battle of the Bands.
It was a bathroom.
It was a bathroom. It was the high school urinal, and we decided to play it with just robes on. So we got completely like naked in the school bathroom, put on the robes.
Very close.
And nobody from the school had any problem with the robes. They were okay with that.
I mean, what they know again won't hurt them.
Yeah, they didn't really know that was happening. So we got some backlash after, but it was.
I'm trying. That's a really good question, though. I don't
bad backstage.
Yeah,
I think
there's been backstages that are like literally you have to walk through the entire audience to get to. Those are never fun. There was one where it was like that, and then the door was locked, so we were just like really awkwardly trying to get into the.
Wait, when was that?
In Boston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was funny. Yeah, that was weird too for me, because like in Boston, the green room was like, I'd like been tutored there before. Like that was the green room.
Yeah,
it was just like a classroom. I don't know.
So nothing too
crazy.
Terrible.
Nothing too crazy.
Not yet. I'm sure. Look, I'm sure it's part of the deal. Again, guys, you will come across it, but as long as you get to play your show, that's the most important thing. And then you can hightail it on out of there. Whatever.
Yeah, there's nice ones though with like showers, and like if I kind of make a point like every venue we play with a shower, like take a shower. It's like
it's just your thing.
You always have. So,
you
gotta take advantage.
The last show, I was like showering while like another band was going on. They were like the whole shower was shaking. And it was an experience.
I'm all sweaty. I got to get clean. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. It's not.
Exactly.
So what's going to be the plan with you guys? Quarters of Change. You got some music out there. You got the Bubba Wallace thing going on. You got bad backstage episodes coming up and everything, I'm sure. What's going to be the plan? So lay it out for me soon and then down the road. What are you guys thinking?
The plan is the next set of singles until the album drops. In between that, hopefully getting some fly out dates, play some more shows. And then when the album drops, hopefully a more lengthy tour.
It probably hit. Yeah.
And then we'll do it all over again.
This is going to be your life forever and ever. You put out music, you go tour. That's going to be it, guys.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm sure with that. Yeah.
I mean, we've all accepted that fate.
We've all been working for it for many years now. Yeah. So, yeah.
You know what? you could be doing a lot worse things in life than having fun with your best friends, right?
Cheers to that.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, Ben, Jasper, Attila, I can't wait. I wish I would have seen you guys when you were here in town a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry I couldn't make the show.
It's okay. Next time.
No. The stupid COVID got me, so that's on me. All right. I tried to be healthy, and 2 years in, I finally get it. But next time you come around, I will definitely be at the show. I will be healthy too, and I want to see Backstage and meet you guys and everything. And I can't wait for all that's going to come with you boys.
We would love that.
So much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Have a good one, man.
Have a good one.
All right.